10 Things to Let Go After 65. Discover the surprising freedom of growing older. What if the things you once believed were essential to happiness, success, and connection no longer made sense after turning 65? What if letting go, not holding on, was the real secret to peace in your later years? Reaching your mid-60s is not just a milestone in age, it's a powerful turning point in life. After decades of working hard, raising families, meeting obligations, and worrying about others' opinions, many of us find ourselves wondering what truly matters now. The truth is, this chapter offers an incredible opportunity to reflect, release, and redefine what it means to live well. The pressure to maintain toxic relationships, chase outdated goals, or obsess over how others see us quietly fades, replaced by a desire for freedom, clarity, and inner calm. In fact, many of the things that once felt non-negotiable, material possessions, social obligations, appearances, or even guilt, can become heavy burdens if we don't reevaluate them. What if the greatest gift of aging is the wisdom to walk away from what no longer serves us? In this eye-opening exploration, we'll uncover 10 surprising things that simply stop making sense after age 65, and how releasing them can lead to a life filled with authenticity, joy, and deep, lasting peace. 1. Letting go of toxic relationships. As we reach age 65 and beyond, relationships play an even more crucial role in our overall happiness and emotional well-being. Throughout our lives, family ties, friendships, and romantic relationships have provided comfort, guidance, and companionship. However, by this age, it becomes increasingly clear that not all relationships continue to nourish us. Some may evolve into toxic interactions marked by constant negativity, criticism, manipulation, or emotional neglect. Many seniors hold on to these harmful connections out of a deep-rooted sense of obligation, guilt, or fear of confrontation. Yet, maintaining such relationships can profoundly drain our emotional health, leaving us feeling exhausted, undervalued, and unhappy. By this stage of life, you've earned the right to prioritize your own emotional well-being and inner peace. Letting go of toxic relationships does not indicate failure or selfishness. Rather, it demonstrates self-awareness, courage, and the strength to honor your worth. Ending these draining interactions is not easy, but it is vital. Whether it involves setting clear boundaries with a family member who consistently undermines your decisions, or gently stepping away from friendships filled with constant negativity, the action is essential. Making these changes will bring clarity and freedom into your life, creating space for relationships that truly uplift, support, and celebrate you. Healthy relationships should be reciprocal, filled with respect, understanding, and mutual appreciation. As you distance yourself from toxicity, you create opportunities to nurture genuine connections that reflect your values and bring genuine joy into your life. Surrounding yourself with positive people who value and appreciate your presence greatly enhances your mental health, emotional resilience, and overall happiness. It's important to remember that your emotional well-being directly influences your physical health and longevity. At this stage, every relationship in your life should add to your sense of purpose, peace, and joy, never subtract from it. The freedom gained by shedding toxic relationships allows you to spend precious time and emotional energy on meaningful, uplifting interactions that align with your life today. Embrace the liberation and fulfillment that comes from focusing your attention solely on relationships that contribute positively to your journey through these golden years. 2. Stop worrying about others' opinions. For many of us, especially those over 65, much of life has been shaped by societal expectations, family pressures, and the desire for approval from others. During our younger years, we often chose our careers, clothing, homes, and even hobbies based on how others might perceive us. As a result, worrying about others' opinions became deeply ingrained in our decision-making processes, creating considerable stress and sometimes preventing us from pursuing true happiness. But after decades of navigating life's complexities, you now stand at a wonderful crossroads where the opinions of others hold far less weight. At this stage, you've developed a rich self-awareness, clearly understanding what truly brings you joy and fulfillment. Continuing to allow other people's judgments to dictate your choices no longer serves any meaningful purpose. Instead, it significantly restricts your freedom to live authentically, and it undermines your confidence. Letting go of these unnecessary worries is immensely liberating and can vastly improve your quality of life. Embracing your own values and trusting your instincts allows you to make choices based purely on what makes you genuinely happy, fulfilled, and at peace. Whether you decide to downsize your home, pursue a lifelong passion, wear comfortable clothing regardless of current fashion trends, or spend more quiet time alone or with your grandchildren, your decisions should be based entirely on your preferences, not external approval. Remember, the opinions others hold often reflect their own biases, insecurities, and life experiences rather than a true evaluation of who you are. At age 65 and beyond, giving yourself permission to live unapologetically is a powerful expression of self-love and self-respect. Your journey, experiences, and accumulated wisdom grant you the authority and insight to understand what genuinely matters in life. When you stop seeking validation externally and focus on internal satisfaction, life becomes more rewarding, peaceful, and meaningful. You have the absolute right to set your priorities and standards for happiness without justification or fear of judgment. Embrace this newfound freedom to enjoy your life fully, authentically, and joyfully. Doing so creates inner peace, deeper self-confidence, and a strong sense of empowerment. Living according to your own values rather than external opinions not only enhances your happiness, but also inspires others, including family members, friends, and younger generations, to follow their paths with similar authenticity. Free yourself from the burden of approval seeking and fully celebrate the independence and joy that comes from living true to yourself in your golden years.
If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward.
Decluttering material possessions. By the age of 65, many of us find ourselves surrounded by numerous possessions accumulated over the decades. Homes filled with furniture, closets packed with clothing, shelves lined with memorabilia, and garages cluttered with items once considered essential now feel overwhelming rather than comforting. While some belongings genuinely hold sentimental value and evoke beautiful memories, many others are simply remnants from earlier phases of life, things that we once thought necessary or desirable but now merely occupy space and create stress. Maintaining excess possessions requires significant time, energy, and money, all of which could be better directed toward activities and relationships that genuinely enrich our lives. After decades of prioritizing acquisition, the focus naturally shifts toward simplification and comfort. Many seniors find that a house once perfectly suited for raising children and entertaining guests becomes increasingly burdensome. Large homes may require extensive maintenance, higher expenses, and significant physical effort, potentially compromising comfort, safety, and financial stability. Downsizing, therefore, becomes not only practical but often liberating. Decluttering goes beyond mere physical organization. It's an emotional and psychological release that enhances overall well-being. Letting go of possessions can initially feel challenging, as emotional attachments and nostalgia complicate decisions. However, decluttering gradually reveals itself as a process of liberation, freeing us from past obligations, simplifying daily routines, and creating a more peaceful living environment. Living with fewer possessions reduces household chores, cleaning demands, and upkeep responsibilities, leaving more time and energy to pursue fulfilling activities such as traveling, hobbies, or spending quality moments with loved ones. Decluttering can also lead to financial benefits. Selling unnecessary items, downsizing to a smaller home, or donating gently used belongings to charity not only creates emotional satisfaction, but also provides practical financial relief. Embracing a simpler lifestyle often results in reduced monthly expenses, lower utility bills, and decreased property maintenance costs. Beyond the tangible benefits, decluttering supports emotional clarity and mental health. An organized, simplified living environment promotes feelings of calmness, reduces anxiety, and enhances overall mood. It allows seniors to focus clearly on what truly matters at this stage of life: relationships, experiences, health, and personal fulfillment, rather than on maintaining an excess of material goods. Ultimately, decluttering isn't about discarding memories. Rather, it's about carefully preserving the truly meaningful ones and releasing the rest with gratitude. The process brings clarity about what genuinely matters, helps reinforce self-awareness, and encourages intentional living. At age 65 and beyond, your focus shifts from collecting possessions to cultivating meaningful experiences and treasured moments. Embracing a minimalist approach in your golden years fosters a sense of freedom, contentment, and inner peace, significantly enhancing your quality of life. Fourth, releasing outdated goals. Goals have guided our lives at every age, providing direction, structure, and motivation. In younger years, many Americans set ambitious personal and professional milestones: buying a first home, advancing in careers, raising children, saving for retirement, and achieving financial security. These objectives defined success, provided purpose, and shaped our identities for decades. However, as we reach 65 and beyond, it's natural and necessary to reassess these long-held aspirations critically. Continuing to chase goals established decades ago may no longer align with your current circumstances, health status, priorities, or passions. Pursuing outdated ambitions, whether driven by stubbornness, habit, pride, or fear of appearing inconsistent, can cause unnecessary stress, frustration, and dissatisfaction. At this age, rigid adherence to past goals might prevent you from fully appreciating and engaging with your current life situation. Your priorities at 65 often shift toward emotional satisfaction, meaningful relationships, health, relaxation, and personal fulfillment, rather than achievement and ambition. Many seniors find new meaning and joy in simpler, more personally rewarding objectives. Reassessing and reshaping your goals is not about giving up or losing ambition. Instead, it's a conscious, empowering decision to pursue objectives that genuinely resonate with your current stage of life. For instance, rather than striving for career advancement or financial accumulation, your new goals might involve enjoying leisure activities, spending quality time with grandchildren, nurturing a hobby, traveling leisurely, volunteering, or exploring creative interests. Realigning your goals with your current interests and abilities offers fresh motivation, renewed energy, and deeper satisfaction. It helps you avoid feelings of inadequacy or regret, as it recognizes the natural evolution of your desires, values, and capabilities. Adjusting your goals at this life stage honors the experiences, wisdom, and personal growth you've gained through decades of living. Moreover, releasing outdated goals can significantly improve emotional and physical well-being. Continuously chasing irrelevant ambitions can lead to chronic stress, diminishing your quality of life and potentially harming your health. Embracing new objectives that truly reflect who you are today fosters emotional fulfillment, reduces anxiety, and enhances overall happiness. At 65 and beyond, redefining success based on your terms is essential. Life is no longer about achieving arbitrary markers of success set by younger versions of yourself or external expectations. Instead, success becomes about personal contentment, emotional peace, strong relationships, and meaningful activities. By setting goals in alignment with your authentic self, you create space for genuine happiness, satisfaction, and inner peace. Allow yourself the flexibility to change your aspirations without guilt or regret. Welcome new dreams, fresh opportunities, and fulfilling experiences. Celebrate your wisdom and maturity by directing your energy towards goals that truly enrich your golden years, fostering a rewarding and joyful life.
If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward.
5. Ending obsession with physical appearance. Throughout our lives, societal expectations have consistently emphasized youthful looks and physical attractiveness. From a young age, we've faced relentless messages through media, advertising, and social interactions suggesting our worth is closely linked to appearance. This societal pressure has driven many people to invest significant time, energy, and resources in preserving youthful appearances, often at the cost of true self-acceptance. However, after age 65, obsessing over physical appearance becomes increasingly unnecessary and counterproductive. The natural aging process inevitably brings wrinkles, gray hair, sagging skin, and changes in body shape. While society may label these physical changes negatively, they are actually beautiful marks of a life richly lived, visible evidence of decades filled with laughter, wisdom, experience, and countless memories. At this stage of life, worrying excessively about trying to retain youthfulness distracts from genuine fulfillment and happiness. Instead of focusing on external appearance, now is the perfect time to cultivate deeper aspects of your identity. Kindness, generosity, empathy, wisdom, and emotional strength. This doesn't mean neglecting your appearance or health. Maintaining good hygiene, exercising regularly, and following a nutritious diet remain essential for overall well-being and self-confidence. But these habits should now be rooted in self-care, health, and personal comfort, rather than fear of judgment or societal approval. Releasing the burden of appearance-focused anxiety allows you to embrace authentic self-expression, dress comfortably, confidently, and in ways that reflect your personality rather than fleeting fashion trends. Celebrate your natural appearance and let go of societal pressures to conceal signs of aging. Doing so frees you to appreciate your body's strength, resilience, and functionality rather than fixating on its perceived imperfections. True beauty, especially at this age, radiates from within. It manifests through self-confidence, emotional depth, wisdom, compassion, and genuine warmth. Friends, family, and even strangers are naturally drawn to inner beauty, kindness, and authenticity far more than physical perfection. Accepting and embracing your aging appearance is liberating. It allows you to live more fully and joyfully without the constant stress of maintaining impossible standards. Rather than fighting inevitable changes, choose gratitude for your body's ability to carry you through life's many chapters. Each wrinkle or gray hair symbolizes stories, experiences, resilience, and wisdom uniquely yours. Letting go of physical obsessions fosters deeper emotional peace and contentment, enhancing your enjoyment of daily life. Embrace this freedom wholeheartedly, understanding your true worth lies not in your appearance, but in the meaningful life you've created, the love you've shared, and the wisdom you continue to offer others. Aging gracefully isn't about looking young. It's about feeling content and fulfilled. At 65 and beyond, give yourself permission to enjoy life without the exhausting pursuit of youthfulness and experience the joy of truly living authentically, comfortably, and proudly in your own skin. 6. Avoiding obligatory social activities. Social interactions enrich our lives significantly, providing emotional support, companionship, and community belonging. However, throughout life, many seniors frequently attend events, gatherings, and social activities primarily out of obligation rather than genuine desire. Whether attending family reunions, weddings, community meetings, or neighborhood gatherings, the pressure to participate can be strong, stemming from expectations, tradition, or the fear of disappointing others. But after age 65, investing your valuable time and energy in activities purely out of obligation no longer makes sense. Your personal time, emotional resources, and physical stamina have become precious commodities deserving intentional investment. Choosing to attend events should reflect your genuine interests, preferences, and comfort, not social pressure or guilt. Feeling obligated to attend every family event or community gathering can quickly drain emotional and physical energy, leaving little room for activities that genuinely bring joy and satisfaction. Moreover, obligatory attendance often leads to resentment, stress, and a diminished sense of personal autonomy. Saying no respectfully and without guilt is a skill worth cultivating at this stage of life. Understanding your limits, recognizing activities that uplift you, and confidently declining invitations when necessary preserves your well-being. True relationships, those based on mutual respect, understanding, and appreciation, will survive and even thrive despite occasional absences from social functions. Prioritizing activities and gatherings that align authentically with your interests, health, and energy levels significantly enhances your quality of life. Maybe you prefer quieter, intimate gatherings over large, noisy parties. Perhaps you find attending only select family functions deeply rewarding, leaving you energized rather than exhausted. Your preferences are valid and worthy of respect. Communicating boundaries clearly and kindly to family and friends encourages healthy, meaningful relationships grounded in mutual understanding. Instead of obligatory participation, invest your time in social experiences that truly nourish you emotionally and spiritually. Whether it's enjoying peaceful conversations over coffee with a close friend, participating in hobby-based clubs or volunteering activities, or simply relaxing quietly at home, make your social decisions based on genuine enjoyment rather than external expectations. Creating social boundaries and embracing selectivity fosters deeper connections, emotional satisfaction, and inner peace. Your life at 65 and beyond should center around personal fulfillment, genuine relationships, and enjoyable experiences, not fulfilling obligations or satisfying the expectations of others. Those who truly respect and appreciate you will understand and encourage your choices. Releasing the pressure of obligatory attendance frees emotional energy, allowing you to approach chosen social activities with enthusiasm, joy, and genuine presence. Ultimately, learning to gracefully decline obligations and prioritize meaningful engagements empowers you to lead a happier, healthier, and more satisfying life, deeply aligned with your authentic self and true preferences. 7. Stopping comparisons with others. From childhood onward, many of us naturally engage in comparisons with our peers, measuring our achievements, financial stability, family situations, physical appearance, and overall happiness against others. While some comparison can motivate and inspire, constant measuring against others often leads to feelings of inadequacy, jealousy, and dissatisfaction. By the age of 65, however, the futility and emotional toll of this practice become abundantly clear. Every life journey is uniquely shaped by personal experiences, opportunities, setbacks, and successes, making direct comparisons fundamentally flawed and deeply unfair. After decades of living, you possess wisdom and insight that make ongoing comparisons unnecessary and unhealthy. At this age, continuing to measure your life against others' achievements or lifestyles can diminish your appreciation of your own accomplishments, wisdom, and resilience. Each person's life story is distinctive, rich in details invisible to outsiders. Comparing your life to someone else's outward success or appearance overlooks the struggles, sacrifices, and private moments that define every individual's journey. Instead of comparing yourself with others, turning inward and reflecting on your own life's unique narrative brings genuine satisfaction, contentment, and gratitude. Celebrate your personal victories, big and small, the challenges you overcame, the meaningful relationships you fostered, the invaluable lessons learned through experiences. Acknowledging your growth and achievements fosters deep self-respect, confidence, and emotional peace. By ending comparisons, you redirect valuable emotional energy toward embracing and enjoying your current life fully. Focusing inward also allows you to appreciate subtle joys and daily blessings, transforming your perspective from envy or regret to sincere gratitude. Recognizing your strengths, talents, and accomplishments empowers you to live confidently, contentedly, and authentically. At 65 and beyond, life satisfaction comes from acknowledging your individual worth, rather than meeting external standards. Releasing the habit of comparison can profoundly enhance emotional well-being, freeing you from unnecessary anxiety, stress, and feelings of inadequacy. It's a liberating shift that fosters inner peace and personal fulfillment. Remember, the only meaningful comparison is between your past and present selves. Reflecting on personal growth, emotional development, and increased wisdom reveals your true progress. This inner reflection highlights your unique value, encouraging ongoing personal improvement while eliminating external pressures. Embrace your individuality confidently. Your distinct path has shaped you into the person you are today. Appreciating your life's uniqueness allows you to experience deeper emotional contentment, genuine self-esteem, and lasting happiness. At this beautiful stage of life, celebrate your distinctive journey without apology, comparison, or judgment. Free yourself from external standards and joyfully embrace the peace and satisfaction that come from fully appreciating your own remarkable story.
If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 7 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward.
8. Prioritizing mental and emotional health. After age 65, discussions about health commonly emphasize physical well-being. Regular exercise, proper nutrition, and medical checkups become routine components of senior health regimens. However, mental and emotional health, equally essential to overall well-being, often remain overlooked or undervalued. Many seniors mistakenly perceive emotional struggles as less critical or as weaknesses to hide. Yet anxiety, loneliness, grief, and depression frequently occur among older adults and significantly impact overall quality of life. Addressing emotional health directly at this age is vital for sustained happiness, longevity, and physical wellness. Ignoring emotional struggles or pretending they don't exist negatively affects mental clarity, relationships, physical health, and daily enjoyment. Fortunately, openly acknowledging and proactively addressing emotional health challenges significantly improves overall well-being. Seniors benefit enormously from talking openly about their feelings and struggles, seeking professional counseling or therapy, engaging in mindfulness practices, and maintaining strong social connections. Therapy, counseling, or support groups provide safe environments for expressing feelings and navigating emotional complexities. Mindfulness meditation, gentle yoga, or deep breathing exercises can dramatically reduce stress, anxiety, and depressive symptoms, promoting emotional balance and inner peace. Additionally, maintaining social connections, spending meaningful time with friends, family, or community groups, helps combat loneliness and fosters emotional resilience. Seniors actively involved in social activities and strong community connections consistently report higher emotional satisfaction and better mental health. It's never too late to establish new friendships or reconnect with loved ones, creating supportive emotional networks that enrich your life deeply. Recognizing emotional challenges and proactively addressing them through supportive relationships and professional assistance demonstrates immense strength and self-awareness. Prioritizing emotional health also significantly benefits physical health. Reduced stress and anxiety lower blood pressure, improve sleep quality, boost immune function, and enhance cognitive clarity. Emotionally healthy seniors typically experience fewer chronic illnesses, improved energy levels, and greater enjoyment in daily activities. Prioritizing your emotional wellness is an investment in overall health and happiness, directly influencing your quality of life. At age 65 and beyond, give yourself full permission to nurture your emotional needs without hesitation or guilt. Regularly engage in activities that nourish your mental health, such as hobbies, leisurely pursuits, or time in nature. Cultivate positive relationships and build a strong emotional support system to navigate life's inevitable ups and downs. Mental health matters as much as physical wellness. By proactively addressing emotional health, you create a life deeply fulfilling, balanced, and rich with genuine joy and inner peace. Openly embracing emotional care empowers you to live happier, healthier, and more vibrantly through your senior years, fully appreciating every precious day. 9. Releasing guilt about self-prioritization. For many seniors aged 65 and beyond, life has revolved significantly around caring for others. Decades spent nurturing children, supporting spouses, caring for aging parents, and serving communities often instill a powerful habit of placing others' needs ahead of personal desires. While this devotion is admirable, constantly prioritizing others frequently results in neglecting one's own emotional, physical, and mental health. Over time, this self-neglect accumulates, sometimes causing stress, fatigue, or a diminished sense of personal identity. As you move into your senior years, however, prioritizing self-care becomes increasingly necessary, not selfish. Despite this, many seniors experience guilt when choosing their needs over others. This deeply ingrained sense of obligation can prevent you from taking necessary steps toward personal fulfillment, health, and emotional well-being. Yet, at age 65 and older, releasing this guilt is vital for a balanced, joyful, and healthy life. Self-care involves actively maintaining and nurturing your health, happiness, and comfort. Activities that fulfill personal needs, such as relaxing, pursuing hobbies, exercising, traveling, or simply resting, are crucial to emotional balance and longevity. Prioritizing self-care improves mental clarity, boosts energy levels, and enhances overall emotional health. When you feel mentally, emotionally, and physically well, you become naturally more capable of supporting and caring for loved ones, benefiting everyone around you. Overcoming the guilt associated with self-prioritization requires reframing how you perceive self-care. It's essential to understand that taking care of yourself is a fundamental right, not an indulgence. You deserve happiness, relaxation, and personal fulfillment without feelings of remorse. Setting clear boundaries with family, friends, or community members regarding your availability and commitments helps foster respect for your personal needs and desires. Establishing these boundaries can initially feel challenging, but it is crucial to maintaining a balanced and fulfilling life. Embrace and practice gently saying no when requests conflict with your own well-being. Those who genuinely care for you will understand and support your healthy boundaries. Additionally, openly discussing your self-care priorities with loved ones can reduce misunderstandings or feelings of guilt, creating stronger, more respectful relationships. At this stage of life, your personal satisfaction and emotional fulfillment profoundly influence your overall health. Make intentional time to rest, recharge, and nurture yourself emotionally, mentally, and physically without apology. Allowing yourself guilt-free self-care fosters deep happiness, emotional resilience, and lasting inner peace. By consistently modeling self-care, you also teach younger family members the importance of emotional and physical well-being, setting a positive example for future generations. Remember, self-care is not about neglecting others, but maintaining a healthy balance between caring for yourself and supporting loved ones. Prioritizing your own needs is a responsible, compassionate, and wise approach to life, ensuring that your senior years remain vibrant, fulfilling, and genuinely joyful. 10. Overcoming fear of the future and death. For many Americans aged 65 and older, thoughts about the future, especially regarding aging, health concerns, and mortality, can understandably evoke anxiety, fear, and uncertainty. The fear of death, in particular, is a natural human experience affecting individuals throughout their lives. However, as you reach senior adulthood, allowing these fears to dominate your thoughts can significantly diminish daily enjoyment, emotional peace, and overall quality of life. While preparing responsibly for future events is essential, such as estate planning, financial management, and health directives, excessive worry and fear surrounding aging or death accomplish little more than increasing stress and anxiety. At this life stage, shifting your focus from uncertainty and fear to embracing the present moment offers powerful emotional liberation and deeper contentment. Living mindfully in the present allows seniors to genuinely appreciate and savor each day's simple pleasures, meaningful connections, and joyful experiences. Rather than fixating anxiously on future unknowns, you benefit immensely by directing your energy toward enjoying daily activities, appreciating family time, pursuing passions, and finding pleasure in life's small, ordinary moments. Mindfulness practices, including meditation, deep breathing, or spending quiet moments reflecting on gratitude, significantly ease anxiety about the future. These techniques help center your thoughts on the present, enhancing your emotional clarity, inner peace, and overall enjoyment of daily living. Spiritual exploration or involvement in a faith community also provides comfort, deeper meaning, and emotional strength in navigating fears related to aging and mortality. Conversations about death, though challenging, can be deeply therapeutic when shared openly and honestly with trusted family members, friends, or spiritual advisors. Sharing your concerns and fears can alleviate emotional burdens, provide reassurance, and build stronger, more emotionally supportive relationships. Such discussions often highlight the importance of cherishing present moments, deepening appreciation for life, and reinforcing connections with loved ones. Furthermore, accepting the natural inevitability of aging and death can foster gratitude for the gift of each additional day. This acceptance doesn't represent resignation. Instead, it empowers seniors to live more intentionally, passionately, and gratefully. Acknowledging life's finite nature encourages deeper appreciation of personal relationships, increased compassion, and heightened enjoyment of life's experiences. Reducing fear of the future also positively impacts physical health, lowering stress hormones, improving sleep quality, enhancing immune function, and promoting overall vitality. As fear diminishes, emotional peace and happiness flourish, allowing you to fully embrace and savor your golden years. At age 65 and beyond, focus primarily on living each day fully and meaningfully. Approach the future with preparation rather than apprehension, mindful gratitude rather than anxiety. Accepting life's natural cycles, birth, aging, and death, creates emotional freedom and lasting peace. Ultimately, overcoming fear about the future profoundly enriches your daily life, enhancing your senior years with deeper joy, meaningful connections, and sincere gratitude for every precious moment. One of the most powerful lessons that emerges from this reflection on life after 65 is the importance of release, letting go of what no longer serves your growth, peace, or happiness. As we age, we gain the wisdom to see life more clearly. Relationships should nurture us, not drain us. Goals should reflect who we are now, not who we once were. and our time should be spent meaningfully, not out of guilt or obligation. The constant striving for approval, comparison with others, or clinging to material things often fades in importance when we realize that inner peace, self-respect, and emotional well-being are far more valuable. This stage of life invites us to strip away external noise and reconnect with what is most essential: authenticity, simplicity, presence, and self-care. Aging doesn't mean decline. It can mean awakening. It's a chance to stop performing for others and start living for yourself. You are no longer bound by the same expectations that once shaped your path. You are free to choose joy, prioritize your needs, and celebrate the life you've built. In that freedom lies the real beauty of growing older, not in adding more, but in learning how to live more fully with less.
Thank you for joining us today. We would love to hear from you. Please leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today, how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue to create great content to inform and inspire you. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.